It's time to say goodbye to Classically Abby. It has been about 5 years since I started my YouTube channel. I think it's about 5 years, and I have loved every second of making content for you all. I think any creator of a YouTube channel, of a brand, believes in everything that they've done, but also changes over time. And I know that that's true for me. And I know that you constantly see on YouTube channels, like, you've changed so much from when you started. And, I don't hear that all the time, which is nice. But I have been thinking for a long time about how much I have changed and how my priorities have shifted. When I first started my YouTube channel, I was a new wife, and I really wanted to share advice about dating. I wanted to share advice about being a wife and how to embrace femininity and womanhood in this crazy world that we live in that kind of rejects traditional values and classic living. And that was really my passion, and I loved sharing that with you guys. And I talked a lot about cultural commentary, and I sometimes delved into politics. But then I had my children, and all of those things still matter to me, don't get me wrong, and I still really enjoy talking about them. But the thing that matters most is being a mother to my children. When people ask me what I do, the first thing I say is I'm a stay-at-home mom, because that is my full-time role. I am a mother and caretaker for my boys, and hopefully with God's help, we have many more children so that I can continue to be a homemaker. And on top of that, I want to homeschool my kids. So I'm not going to have that much time to sit down and make a bunch of content for all of you guys. And even though I love doing Classically Abby, and even though it feels like a mission in many ways, I think it's a distraction sometimes from my greater mission, which is being present and there for my boys. And I never want to take away from them by doing things here on my channel or for my brand. And so, even though I'm not going to be posting on my YouTube channel anymore, I have some exciting news. So I have been thinking a lot about where my priorities have shifted and what my time looks like right now. And it became incredibly clear to me that the thing that I think is the most important for me to put out there, like what my mission is right now, is to create a community for first-generation stay-at-home moms. I consider myself a first-generation stay-at-home mom. It has been a very long time since someone in my family, a woman in my family, has been at home with her kids. My mom worked, my grandmother worked, and so I didn't have those really important lessons of how to be a homemaker, how to be a stay-at-home mom, and how to be a homeschooler, but that's in parentheses because that's not as common, like passed down to me. So I have had to learn all of this stuff through friends, through books, and through experience. And I think that that is something that is sorely lacking in our culture, is how to equip women who want to be stay-at-home moms with the tools to do so. And I'm really excited to be launching the first generation stay-at-home mom on Instagram and on Substack. What I have time for right now is writing. I can sit down and write like 3 articles in an hour because the ideas, I can't even tell you, they're pouring out of me. All of the things I want to talk about with you guys, all of the things I want to share with you, all of the things I want to hear from you about are just coming out of my fingertips. And so I want to share that stuff with you. I don't have time to put on makeup, do my hair, set up my filming station, record, edit every week. I just don't. But I do have time to sit at my computer for discrete amounts of time, write and edit. That is something I can do. And one of the things I prefer about that medium right now is that I can take the time to write exactly what I mean and edit it and not worry about, okay, when I'm sitting here and recording and talking to you guys, I might say something in the moment that I can't edit something in later without it looking weird. It's a very weird medium in that way when you work on YouTube, is that what you record at the time is what you've recorded. And you can't change or edit or add something to what you've already recorded because everything's gonna look different. Your hair, your makeup, the lighting, like where you're sitting, what you're wearing, all of that's gonna look different Whereas an article, something you write, I can edit it, I can add things, I can take things out. That's all part of the process. That's all part of the natural process, which when I'm talking about big ideas like motherhood and homeschooling, I want the opportunity to be able to be really clear and specific about what I mean. So what is the first generation stay-at-home mom and where can you find it? So it's going to be on Instagram. It's also going to be on Substack, but I'm going to keep it free for a while. I want anybody who's interested to be able to see what I'm writing, what I'm talking about, and I would love for you to join my community over there. So please head over to my Substack, the First Generation Stay-at-Home Mom. I'll have it linked in the description box below and it'll be on the screen here so that you guys can go ahead and check it out because it's so exciting. I just cannot wait to share all of the thoughts I've been having with you. Well, the First Generation Stay-at-Home Mom is for all stay-at-home moms, but particularly for those who are the first in their families to take on the role of mother, homemaker, and homeschooler as a full-time vocation. I'm going to be writing about mother from a philosophical perspective, like how did we get here and why is it that being a stay-at-home mom is so uncommon these days? That kind of thing, to practical tips like how to structure your day and talking to other women that I know who do it and kind of getting bolstering advice from them, and some more kind of fun content like book reviews and modest outfits of the week, and just being able to share with you a little bit of my day-to-day as well as all of these things I think that are so beneficial for us. This community of stay-at-home moms, this generation of stay-at-home moms needs to have some guidance. Like there's no such thing as a college degree in homemaking. Home economics by the time we were in high school was gone. Like it didn't exist. And so we weren't equipped with all of the ways that this is a completely sustainable and attainable lifestyle. I know so many women who wanted to be stay-at-home moms, who wanted to be homeschoolers, and just didn't know how to do it, and ended up kind of dumping out, quitting, and going back to work and putting their kids in school just because they didn't know how to do it. And there are ways to do it, and I want to share my experience with you guys, and I want to hear from you too. So I'm so excited. Please go ahead and follow me on Substack. It's completely free. I just want to build a community over there, and please follow me on Instagram. I really think you guys are going to love it. I'm going to take a break from Classically Abby and focus my energies on something I think is more important right now. The culture is where the change begins, and we as stay-at-home moms are the beginning of that. Like if we invest our time and energy into our children, if we make our children our life instead of a part of our life, then I think our society is going to improve exponentially over time. And that is something we can do as moms. So even though Classically Abby is still incredibly important, all of my videos will still be available. You can still find them for your daughters, for your friends who are dating or early in marriage. I want to put my mission at the forefront, and that is to support and educate and share and learn about being a first generation stay-at-home mom alongside all of you. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I can't wait to have you join me, and yeah, I'll see you over there.